Victoria Gold is the pride of the Yukon. Its Eagle Mine is estimated to produce 2.4 million ounces of gold over an 11-year mine life. John McConnell is president and CEO, and a recent award winner of Association for Mineral Exploration's Developer of the Year. John, congratulations and welcome back to Kitco.
Great, thank you very much, and thanks for acknowledging the award. It's always nice to be recognized by your peers for your efforts.
John, bring us up to date with the mine.
Yeah, so Eagle is a large open pit heap leach operation. We're currently ramping up to 200,000 ounces per year. But we have plans now to make a few modifications that we're pretty confident will take us to 250,000 ounces per year by 2023. And, you know, you mentioned an 11-year mine life. We've done some drilling at depth and are also with higher gold prices and, you know, changing economics. We think we can probably add another 10 years to the Eagle mine life by going deeper.
I think some of those improvements, increasing production, increasing mine life, are kind of tied in with your Project 250, John?
That's correct. Yeah, it's just an internal name. We gave it probably about a year ago. I challenged the guys to start, you know, now that we were up and running, start thinking about how we optimize things and increase production.
I mentioned that the mine really kick-started the resource sector in the Yukon during your first pour about 2.5 years ago, John. Can you tell us about stakeholder relations in the Yukon and around your community?
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's always naysayers in the mining area, but I think we've won over the hearts and minds of most Yukoners. 50% of our employees are Yukoners. Certainly where we can, you know, we buy goods and services in the Yukon. We employ a lot of contractors from the Yukon. So I would say stakeholder relations are very good. And then, of course, you include the First Nation in that. You know, 25% of our employees are Indigenous people. So, you know, I don't think there's many mining operations across the country that have those kinds of stats, and we're very proud of that.
ESG factors, environmental, social governance, really kind of drove the biggest headlines in mining in 2021. You just saw that there was so much action, mergers and acquisitions in Canada, where the major seniors were coming on. And then I also noticed that there was some really big moves in the Yukon as well as in northern British Columbia to the south of you.
Yeah, no, certainly it's busy. You know, you talk to any junior and they're waiting 6 months for assay results. So that gives you a sense for how things, and I think it's right across Western Canada and maybe all of Canada for all I know, but you know, higher gold prices result in more exploration. So
I've been happy to follow the Victoria story. John, I visited you when you're a development company, and now you're a full operation company. Tell us about the leadership team. Tell us about yourself and who's running Victoria Gold.
Yeah, no, we've got a team of people, you know, but most of them have been with me for more than 10 years. You know, in the case of our CFO, Marty Rendell, he and I have worked together probably closer to 30 years for 3 different companies. Our COO, Mark Aranto, we acquired him when we acquired the Strata Gold and the Eagle deposit, so he's been there more than 10 years. Paul Gray heads up our exploration group, and he's been boots on the ground for more than 10 years now. The newbie in the group is a guy named Dave Rouleau. He joined us probably 4 years ago now. Dave's background is big scale open pit mining, and he's been a great addition to the team and has really pulled the operation together, especially when you consider we were ramping up during a pandemic, which presented a whole nother level of challenges.
There was a real kickstart and there's real optimism when you did your first pour at Victoria Gold, but it's also having an impact on the district around you. So I noticed talking to some of your neighbors, they do mention the infrastructure into the area. They just noticed that it's developing in a nice district. Maybe you could just talk about the wider area and some of your neighbors, John.
Yeah, I mean, there is great infrastructure. And we're working, the local First Nation is the Notchanayak-Dun, and they've got very progressive leadership that, they want to see mine development, but they want to see it done right. So they've been a big supporter. But, and then you go to the Yukon government, they've improved roads, they've improved airports, and they're certainly, doing all the right things to bring more mining exploration to the Mayo mining district.
What's some news investors should keep an eye on over the next 12 months?
In Victoria, we do have some very exciting exploration results. We drilled last summer and they're just getting the results back now. So that's coming out. Of course, quarterly financial updates. We're a very high margin gold producer, so the cash is looking good. We're focused on paying down debt. As a matter of fact, we paid down over 60 million in debt last year alone. So we hope to, continue to do that. And then we can start to look at other options for that free cash flow, like share buyback programs and dividends and investing in other juniors or acquiring other deposits.
John, thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thanks, Michael.
He's John McConnell. He is President and CEO and Director of Victoria Gold. My name is Michael McRae. You're watching Kitco Mining. Let's take a closer look at Victoria Gold.
Hello, my name is John McConnell, and I am the President and CEO of Victoria Gold. The Eagle Gold Mine is an open pit heap leach operation with 3-stage crush. We're currently mining at a rate of about 30,000 tons per day of ore, so very large mining operation. And on an annual basis, we'll process more than 10 million tons. The current reserve is just over 3 million ounces, which would give us a mine life of just over 10 years. But there's another 3 million in resource, which we think eventually will be turned into reserve and add another 10 years to the mine life. The Eagle Gold Mine is very simple, open pit, 3 stages of crushing. Crush the material down to the size of coarse beach sand. Then it's conveyed to the leach pad where we apply a weak solution of cyanide, and then we extract in the chemical process the gold and eventually produce doré bars. Victoria's exploration pipeline starts with Eagle. We're looking at extensions at depth. Then we move to the east. We have a new discovery called Raven. Just south of Raven, we're looking at a target called Lynx. It's been explored in the past, but we're now applying what we've learned at Eagle and at Raven to this, the Lynx target, and are having good success. So in terms of milestones going forward, the key one is getting the mine up and running at nameplate, which is 200,000 ounces per year. But we're already starting to think about the next step up. We have internally a project we call 250K, which would take us up to 250,000 ounces per year by 2023. This will be done 2 ways. One is going to year-round stacking. The second way is screening the fines so that they don't go through the crushing system. They're direct hauled to the leach pad, which would give us about 20% more capacity through the crushing plant. That takes us up to 250,000 ounces per year. Victoria's relationship with the Natchez-Nag-Dun has always been exceptional. They've been a great group to work with over the years. You have to go back all the way to 2011 when we signed an impact benefits agreement with them, and they've been big beneficiaries from mine development and now operation in their traditional territory. At Eagle, we employ roughly 600 people. About 50% of our employees are Yukoners, and roughly 25% are First Nations. The Yukon has been a great jurisdiction to develop and operate a gold mine. One thing that distinguishes the Yukon from any other jurisdiction is that the Yukon has always had mining going on for more than 120 years. So the people understand mining, but more importantly, they understand the economic benefits that mining brings to the territory. As CEO of Victoria, the thing that excites me the most is the free cash flow Eagle will generate over the coming years. We'll eventually get our all-in sustaining costs down below $1,000 an ounce, and at current gold price, that gives us a margin of over $800 per ounce. Our primary focus in the coming years will be paying down the debt, but then we can start to think about paying shareholders a dividend and buying back shares.